Good day, welcome to JNN Weekday News. I'm Unique Francis. Let's get into today's stories. Security Minister Peter Bunting last night announced that cops can no longer arrest people for possession of a small amount of ganja, but instead serve them with summonses. The announcement came just minutes after the constabulary announced that 6 cops had been suspended and interdicted for their role in the beating death of 31-year-old Mario Dean. Bunting, in a release to the media, said he was in receipt of a memorandum from the Attorney General's chambers, and after discussions with Acting Police Commissioner Glenmuir Hines, it was determined that the constabulary will apply the following guidelines to people charged with minor offences such as possession of a small quantity of ganja. The guidelines are as follows. Police officers should proceed by way of summons where Justice of the Peace (JP) is available. If a JP is not available, or if the offender is unable to provide identification or is unable to be identified by other means, he or she may be taken to a police station until identification can be verified. Once identification is verified, the person should be granted bail or on his or her own recognizance, and if the offender is being investigated for other serious offenses, that person should be given bail with conditions or be remanded in custody. Mr. Bunting said the government was committed to making the necessary policy and legislative changes to avoid the recurrence of such a tragedy. Head of the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, Terrence Williams, has repeated calls for major police lockups across the island to be outfitted with video cameras. Williams says the tool will not only allow for better observation of prisoners, but will act as a more effective means of overseeing all activities at police lockups. He made the call against the background of the death of Mario Dean, the 31-year-old construction worker who died from injuries he received from a beating while at the Barnett Street Police Station in St. James. The INDECOM boss says the oversight body has serious concerns about the circumstances surrounding Dean's death. He says agents of the state have a responsibility to protect individuals who are in their custody. He says these persons must be held accountable where it is found that they have failed to do their job. Williams says INDECOM is currently investigating 30 cases where persons died in the custody of the state. And a case of chikungunya has been identified on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. In an advisory on Tuesday, campus officials said they have implemented measures to prevent a spread through a fogging exercise. The UA also urged employees to ensure they have no containers which could become mosquito breeding sites. It also urged individuals to protect themselves from mosquito bites and seek medical help if they develop acute fever and severe joint pain. UA officials urged persons to be alert and refrain from panic. At a recent press conference, Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson confirmed 4 recorded cases of chikungunya. 2 of the cases were imported and the others contracted locally. And in sports, Jamaica Tallawahs will seek to put their recent form behind them when they play the Trinidad and Tobago Red Seal in a do-or-die confrontation in the first semi-final of the Limical Caribbean Premier League at Warner Park, St. Kitts today. Set for a 3 p.m. start local time, both teams will enter the clash looking to better their form of late as they suffered heavy defeats in the last 2 matches, also in St. Kitts. The Tallawahs lost back-to-back games by 7 wickets to the St. Lucia Zouks and 88 runs to the Barbados Tridents, while the Red Seal went down by 69 runs to the Tridents and 5 wickets to the Antigua Hawksbill. And those were the headlines for today. Ensure that you check out our website at JamaicaNewsNetwork.com. I'm Unique Francis and this is JNN News Worth Watching.